What's on YouTube? Melontosh here, and I'm back with a team builder for week 6 of the GPC, and we're going up against the Bristol, Bidoofs, and Eric, aka Ashton, aka. Of course, go check his stuff out. Links will be in the description below. Sometimes I forget to go check it out, but the links will always be in there. So always remember to check out every week's opponent and stuff. Yeah, cool. Eric's a really cool guy, so definitely go check him out. And unfortunately I haven't had too much time to plan this week. These last 2 weeks for me have been absolutely swamped, which is why GPC content has been the only content that you guys have been getting, and I'm sorry about that. I will be definitely upping that soon. I've just been swamped with tennis and work. I currently got back from my tennis match, which should have ended at about 8 o'clock, and it went on to 9:30, and it is currently like 11 o'clock, and I need to go to bed, man, because I got college tomorrow. But it's not that late, and I'm probably actually going to change this team a little bit before I go to bed. I'm probably going to have a look through it, have a think. Maybe think and sleep kind of go together. I don't know. Probably not, but you know what I'm saying. Do you really know what I'm saying? First off is Kermit the Greninja. I actually with a life orb, but in the end, I decided that I was going to go for choice scarfs. This is going to be a little bit quick, guys, but you know, I'm a little bit rushed. I'm playing him tomorrow, which is why I have to get this done today, because last week I was like, I'll just do it before the match, and I didn't have time before the match, and you guys didn't get a team builder, and then I couldn't upload it in time, even after I recorded it after the match, because I was so swamped that I didn't get time to record it, and I actually uploaded a little bit late, and I'm sorry about that, guys. It won't happen again. This week I'll be on time. I'ma always be on time. And first up, great. We got Kermit the Greninja here, holding that choice scarf, so I know that he outspeeds everything on his team with 350 base speed total, because the fastest thing on his team. Do you know what I should do? Do you know what I should do that I always do that I didn't do? First of all, I made a little folder for the GPC, which is nice and snazzy. I'm gonna show you guys the team he's got. Eric made some changes to his team that I think are great. There's positives and negatives to it. I definitely think the positives for him outweigh the negatives. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have rather planned for his previous team, because in my opinion it's less scary, even though there was more ones to plan for. So what he did basically, he's got rid of 3 ones, and no, got rid of 4 ones and picked up 2, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but he drastically reduced the amount of mons on his team. He's got the Mega Venusaur, the Azumarill, okay, the Latios, the Arcanine, the Registeel, the Tauros, the Thundurus Therian, and the Pangoro. Pangoro, yeah, Pangoro? Pangoro, I got that right. I knew that. Pangoro doesn't sound right. I don't know, I literally think of it as Po from Kung Fu Panda. I don't know why. And the team I kind of expect him to bring is well, I mean, to be honest, Venusaur is going to be mixed. It's going to be mixed. I just didn't, I'm not going to make a mixed Venusaur and do all the character stuff for him. But I think I think it's going to be a slightly more special defensive Venusaur than defensive Venusaur. Then I've got an Assault Vest Azumarill I think he's going to bring. He can also bring Belly Drum, which is terrifying. Don't get me wrong, that is just scary. It's just scary. And then I reckon he's got a Life Orb Latios. This thing could be Choice Scarf, so he makes sure he outspeeds everything on my team plus my Mega Latios 100% of the time, along with Jolteon, Greninja, all that jazz, but he won't outspeed Greninja because I'm scarfed, which is always cool. If he's Life Orb, then it's only a few hits before an Ice Beam will take him out, so that's lovely. I'm expecting to bring a Choice Scarf Thundurus Therian. If he's got the Choice Scarf Lati, he may go double Scarfers against my team. That's definitely a possibility, but then this could be Specs, or Expert Belt, or Life Orb, something like that. He could potentially run an Agility sweeping set, which could technically kind of work quite well against my team, I think. With the Focus Blast and Sludge Wave plus the bolts and the switches and stuff for the usual stuff. Focus Blast for my Excadrill, and Sludge Wave for my Sylveon. But you shall see later on my thing. Well, if he's Choice Scarf, then I'll be able to take Thunderbolts and stuff. So that's cool. And then Pangoro, I expect him to bring a Life Orb Pangoro. This could also be Scarfed. I think it's less likely just because my team is pretty fast. And base 58, he's not going to be outspeeding lots and lots. In fact, I don't know if he'd outspeed a Greninja. Let's see how fast you go to, Pangoro. I should definitely know this, but you go to 236. So, you go to 236. So 236 times 1.5. I don't think you're going to be outspeeding Greninja. So probably not going to be scarfed. He may not even bring this thing, but I think it does really well against my team. It's really hard for me to switch into, but I can kill it. So if he gets the right switches, which is why I think Thunderous is going to be important in this match. If he gets the right switches, make some good predictions, this thing can put me in some trouble. Gunk shot for Sylveon. I think he's going to try speed creep my Sylveon, expecting me to be more defensive, but you guys shall see. Once again, next up, I expect him to bring, I'm pretty sure he's going to bring this. If he doesn't bring this, then he's really going to struggle with Entei. And Intimidate could be Flash Fire, Leftovers, Flare Blitz. I mean, though those moves are in the air, he could definitely bring Bulldoze instead of like Extreme Speed, Flare Blitz, or Will-O-Wisp, or he could bring Special. But I really expect a physically defensive Arcanine. Really do. I mean, because he's not going to outspeed Entei, which is why you'll see my Entei isn't that fast. Because I really expect him to bring a physically defensive Arcanine. Like, so hard. So let's go back into my team. So, like I said, come with the Greninja. Choice Scarf will outspeed everything on his team. Ice Beam does. Ice Beam Surf and Extra Sentry. Extra Sentry, of course, for that Mega Venusaur, who could be an issue. The thing is that most time I'll be clicking U-Turn, I think. Unless it's kind of kill. Ice Beam still does a decent amount of Mega Venusaur. It's, the word I'm looking for, it is neutral. So it still does a decent amount. I mean, I'm not exactly weak. Actually, I have to look at this. Wait, let's look at it together, shall we? No, it's not enough. Okay, that's fine. I was just seeing if I could be. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? I'm not sure if I had it in. Hello. Okay, I'll sort that out. I'll sort that out after the match. But he is going to be positive speed meter, which would bring him to 350. Lovely. Cool. Sweet. That's perfect. Hasty. I'm not sure if I want it in defense or special defense. I need to decide that. I did decide it, but I just forgot what I decided. So that's great. Next up, making a reappearance after his first 2 weeks, where he actually did splendid. We've got Bullseye, the Dusclops, with the Eviolite, of course. What else are you going to have? Frisk, Will-O-Wisp, Pain Spit, Nightshade, and Toxic. His job is to just status stuff and wear stuff down. Yeah. So basically, he can be my Arcanine switch in if I want him to be, and then I can get Toxic off. But I've got another plan for that also. And then I want to get a Wisp off on the Venusaur. I want to get Wisps off on lots of stuff. He can be my Tauros switch in if he brings a Tauros. Tauros can't really touch him even if he's only got 4 in. Even if he's only got 4 in. Why 248? I don't understand. That's weird. Okay, better. He's only got 4 in. What am I looking for? Even though he's only got 4 in defense, he still does really well. He can also switch into the Thunderous. If it's not Choice Specs, it barely does anything. If it is Choice Specs, it does a decent amount, but not lots and lots. And I can Pain Split, and I can Willow, and I can figure out that it's Choice Specs and switch into Speckles. Because otherwise, if he go for a Thunderbolt, it will do a decent amount. But then I'll know that he's Specs, and I can just go into Speckles and put some pressure on. So next up is literally just to annoy him, really. He's really annoying to his team. Mega Venusaur will struggle against it, and I will 100% be able to wear that Mega Venusaur down to a range where Extra Sentry or Psychic will be able to kill it. Maybe even a Sacred Fire. Maybe even a Sacred Fire, depending on the set. So next up is Speckles, who is Assault Vested this week with Mold Breaker, of course, Earthquake, Iron Head, Poison Jab, and Rock Slide. And you're thinking, why would you have Iron Head when you can have why would you have Poison Jab when you've got Iron Head and it's Stab? Because Azumarill is neutral to the whole Steel thing because it's Water type as well. So Poison Jab does a little bit more to the Azumarill. And I've got 32 EVs in speed, so that a jolly Azumarill does not outspeed me, which means that it has to go for Aqua Jet against me, which would do a lot of damage. It will do a lot of damage, but if he's banded, it also means that he won't be able to get a Belly Drum off against me. But if he gets a Belly Drum off against me, there's only one Mon on my team that can take a hit from a Belly Drum Azumarill. And that Mon is right here. That Mon is Eon, our Mega Latios. I don't know why I've got that there. This is basically, I've got 232 in HP because I wanted to go for a bulky one. I don't want to risk speed ties with his Latios. I don't want the match to come down to 50-50. And maybe I lose the match because of this planning, but you know what? Whatever. I don't want to lose a match because I go for a 50-50. It comes down, it's Latios and Latios 50-50. We both go for Draco and he wins because he's max speed, I'm max speed, it's 50-50. I would rather lose because I know he's going to outspeed, which means he outplayed me. That's what that means. So, because I know that I'm bulky. What this also means is I can take hits from Mega Venusaur really well. Really well. I'm actually kind of scared of Sleep Powder Mega Venusaur, but I think he may try Burn Bullseye, which means it will become a dedicated switch in. I want to get an Arcanine Bullseye combination going off straight off the bat. And then, yeah. I can switch that thing in and just annoy him. If he wants to slowly wear me down, that's fine, because I can just do the whole Will-O-Wisp Nightshade thing. And I've got Kermit that will one-shot Thundurus, so... and also I've got some other cheeky things. So I've got Carmine, because if I get Carmine up, I do so much to everything on his Genie Draco in case I just want to just go ahead and just drop this absolute nuke on his team, because you shall see that its only real switch-in is the Registeel and the Azumarill, of course. But Azumarill can't really do anything to me. I can Energy Ball it and do so much damage. And he could bring the Registeel, but he can't really switch in Registeel on the Latios, because I can set up all over that thing. I will set up my ass off on that thing. I really will. Although I can't, but I will. If in his eyes, I will. And then against the rest of my team, I mean, Exeter owns it. Dusclops can wear it down. I mean, it does okay against Kermit as well. To be fair, it could be a switch in Kermit and the Sylveon. But other than that, everything on my team does reasonably well against it. To be fair, Eon's not going to do that much against it, but I can set up against it. So Registeel could be a problem. I can switch in Speckles, really, though. He could bring Earthquake, but it doesn't have very good attacks. I'll look into that more. I haven't had very time to say this team. I'm kind of just thinking of that right now. Just going to say, so if the team does change, which at the moment I'm thinking it probably will, before the match, I will let you guys know at the match, or if it's completely changed, I'm like, shit, I'll just have to record another team builder. But I don't think it's going to change that much. So that's Latios. Energy Ball for the Azumarill. Even though Psychic stops it from getting up a Belly Drum, if he has a Citrus Berry, I mean, if I go to a calc here, and we go to Eon, I've already put this team in, Latios. If I put this team, I've already put this team in, so this is the Eon set. And then let's go to an Azumarill really quick for you guys to see this, and kind of for me to see this. Belly Drum Azumarill. Okay, I knew that was a good idea, and this is the wrong set, but oh well. Because I did have Roost on here originally. Energy Ball. If he goes for the Belly Drum and he gets 100% free Belly Drum off against me, and I have my Latios at pretty much full health. Let's see, he's at +6. He has to go for Aqua Jet. Does 50% to me, so I need to keep Latios above 50% until Azumarill is gone. At 50% above Azumarill is gone. If he gets completely free one off, Psychic will not kill, but Energy Ball on the other hand will kill. Thunderbolt could be better. Thunderbolt will do the exact same, if not more. Plus, it has paralyzed chances. I know that's kind of sucky. Plus, it's better against his team because what resists? Venusaur resists both of them. Latios resists both of them, I think. Arcanine doesn't resist Thunderbolt. Registeel doesn't resist Thunderbolt. But you 4 times resist. No, you 1 times resist Energy Ball, but you're not going to switch in your Thundurus against my Latios. Thunderbolt's probably better. I'll have a look at that. It's probably going to be Thunderbolt. In fact, let's just say it's Thunderbolt, and if it's Energy Ball, I'll let you know. If it's Energy Ball, I'll let you know. Thunderbolt's better, I think. That shows you guys how much time I've had to repair this team. You don't see that. That's my cheeky little monkey. That's my cheeky little monkey. You're not supposed to see the cheeky little monkey yet. I'm actually going to go to Entei. Entei. You'll be my firefly. Sorry, I love that song. So that's the Eon set. I like it. I want to get up a Carmine and do some damage. Is kind of its plan, and also just to stop that Azumarill. That's the main reason for the bulk, by the way, guys. So it's up is Simba with the leftovers. Really considered putting Assault Vest on this guy, but decided in the end it was better with the leftovers. Might put the expert belt on, but then again, I decided it was better with the leftovers. I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me that really feels like there's a better item. So I think I'm gonna look into it. I really feel like there's a better item. I really wish Entei's hidden ability, because that would be great against Arcanine then. Basically, I've got the Toxic on here because I think Arcanine is pretty much the only thing on his team. I'm just going to double check. I mean, Venusaur does okay against it, but it doesn't want to get burned. Azumarill can switch in, but it doesn't want to get burned. Latios, it can switch in, but it doesn't really want to switch in. He doesn't want to be taking that much damage. I can switch out. I've got switch-ins. I've got a Sylveon. I mean, yeah. Tauros, Registeel don't want to switch in. Thundurus, Pangoro don't want to switch in. I really think he has to bring this freaking defensive Arcanine. It's the only switch in he really has for an Entei. And if I was banded and he didn't bring that, man, like, wow, ouchie. So I've got the Sacred Fire because it does so much against his team. It's got that 50% chance burn, which I can't get that. I can't get that out of my head. 50% chance to burn is crazy. We've then got Stone Edge exactly for that Arcanine, but it doesn't do too much after an Intimidate. I actually want to run this calc again, so I know, because I built this team a couple days ago because I knew I was going to have a really busy week. Against a Arcanine, an Arcanine. We don't normally run calcs together, so this is fun. We're running calcs together. Defensive Arcanine with Intimidate. Stone Edge does 30 to 36%, so he can Morning Sun that off. But alas, we Padawan. I could see him actually bringing Toxic instead of Will-O-Wisp, but then Speckles, I don't know. And so basically I really want Toxic it because it will just wear that thing down, and it makes it really easy for a lot of my stuff on my team to stay in on the Arcanine, especially Bullseye. Even Bella in a sense, not really. You weren't supposed to see it. You weren't supposed to see it. So that's Simba here with the Extreme Speed just to pick things off if I need to. It also means that if his Arcanine is speedy, I can go in and do that. I got 24 in case he tries to because I've been running bulky Entei a lot. So in case he tries to speed creep a bulky Entei with no investment, I got 24 in speed, just so it kind of screws up his IVs. He has to put a little bit more in, kind of makes it a little bit difficult for him, and honestly I think he has to go 252, 252, but same for that. He's got other stuff, which it might help with. I mean, he may go down with his Latios, but I doubt that. I doubt that. Okay, so it's basically just for that reason. I like to put a little bit of speed in things, to be honest. It just throws my opponents off. It makes them question themselves when they're speed creeping things. And wow, music. So that's Entei. I kind of expect him to put in some work this game. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be a massive 1-1 doing loads of work every single one. It's going to have to do something. Speckles is probably the least important one on the team. I don't want to say anything, but that's what I think right now. And here is my beautiful Sylveon. I can't even look at it. It's so bad. It's almost as bad as the Dragon Dance Latios I made in week 1. I don't know what I was thinking. Something I actually want to say, I'm just going to say it, is I really feel like through this GPC road, I have improved week in, week out. I really do think that, and that makes me happy. Looking back at my week 1 team builder, I just think my teams have improved drastically. So although we've got a really tough few weeks coming up, I am thankful. I think if I face Bob or Rizzy or Uzi or oh my god, or the Bristol Bidoofs, although he didn't have a great start, so no offense dude, but you didn't have your best start and you're just sort of getting into things now. If I face them in my first few weeks, I don't think I'd stand a chance. Now, going into these matches, I feel like I can win. I'm not saying I'm going to win. I'm still not confident at all about it, and I could very easily go 3-0 or 4-0 because Eric, you're on a streak and I don't like it. 3-0 in my last few weeks. But I definitely think I've got a better shot than I did at the beginning of the season. I really feel like I've improved. So I've got a choice Scarfed Sylveon, which is not, I mean, it's rare, but I'm not worried about it. I got 234 in speed. I just need to go ahead and do that in the calculator just to see what I'm speed creeping. 234. I'm pretty sure he brings it to 251 times 1.5. Brings it to 351, not 251. Yeah, 351 of course. to outspeed Latios and Tauros, unless they're choice scarves, but then I was never going to outspeed them anyway. So we've got 28 in HP, just to make ourselves a little bit more bulky. Then we've got 252 in special attack, of course, with... I can't look at it. I actually can't look at it. This might change. It does kind of make my stomach feel a little bit ill. But I've got Choice Scarf, Pixelate, Hyper Voice. If I can get rid of... let's see the resist on his time. Arcanine, Venusaur, and Registeel. And I don't think he's bringing all three. Actually, he could very well bring all three. He could very well bring all three. But, okay. If I get rid of those three, this thing can definitely sweep. This thing can definitely sweep. Thunderous won't KO me with a Thunder Wave. And I will do a lot of that. With a Thunder Wave? With a Sludge Wave. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. Wait 1 second. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. Oh, I turned up the music. I'm so holding it back so hard. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Bear, Hyper Voice, Sweeping. Thunderous won't KO me with a Sludge Wave, I don't think. Let's run another count together, shall we? Just so we make sure. Oh, you don't have any Thunderous sets. I'll do it after. No Wazzers. Psyshock, of course, for the Mega Venusaur. If I find out that that's his dedicated switch in, I can make some predictions. Toxic, in case he wants to switch in the Arcanine against me, or even the Arcanine against me. Yeah, or the Arcanine against me. That's basically for that. And then Protect. In case a double down goes down and he goes down to Venusaur, I go out to Sylveon. There's no way I'm staying in, but I can see what he's going to go for. I can scout for Sleep Powder, stuff like that. And I can throw him off completely. If I get in with my Sylveon and I go for a Protect, and then I go ahead and switch out, there's no way he's thinking, man, this thing is scarfed. You know, Eric, if that's your thought process, then you're crazy, but you're a smart, crazy person. So that's my Bella. That may change. But the thing is, Bella doesn't get coverage that helps me with anything else on this team. And there's no point running a Hidden Power, Water, or Grass or something. There's no point. Hyper Voice, Psyshock. So I'm gonna go Venusaur, Psyshock, Azumarill, Hyper Voice, Latios, Hyper Voice. I could run Shadow Ball, but Hyper Voice. Arcanine, meh. Registeel, meh. Tauros, Hyper Voice, and Hyper Voice on the Pungaro and the Thunderous. I'm just gonna scream, man. I just want to scream all over his team at the end. Hashtag bars. That is gonna be my team for you guys today. Look, I'm just gonna scroll down so you guys know. I could run Quick Attack, but I'm Choice Scarf Quick Attack. I can run Shadow Ball, and there's literally the only thing I see that would be of any use whatsoever. Dig for the Arcanine with my massive 65 attack stat. Mad Moonblast, but Hyper Voice. There's nothing. There's really nothing. I mean, Last Resort, Iron Tail, Mud Slap. Pretty sure that's banned anyway. Yeah. That's pretty much that. Like, I know it's crazy, guys, and I'm probably never gonna click it. But you know, it's there to throw him off. It is there to throw him off completely. So that is my team builder for the Bristol, Bidoofs, and Eric. Again, go check them out in the description down below. I'm actually really looking forward to this match. The thing is with Eric is he had a really bad first 2 weeks. Yep, he had a really bad first 2 weeks. He made one mistake week 3 and got swept, even though he was in complete control of the match. And then he's played really well. He beat the Venice Victinis, and he beat someone, but he beat them big. He beat them like 6-0. So he's 2-3 right now. We are 4-1. We really want to go 5-1. We are second in the table right now, just behind Rizzy Pow. We've got a win in hand. Does that make sense? So me and Rizzy are both on 12 points. He's got a differential of 10. We've got a differential of 7. Then there's 4 teams below us, all on 9 points. 1 win behind us, and most of them have a higher differential than us. So we need this win, especially against the Bristol Bidoofs, who are in the lower half of the table, although they are, you know, if he's still got a chance of making the playoffs if he wins out. If he wins out, he's still got a chance of making the playoffs, and the beginning of his season was really, really tough. It's kind of like the end of our season, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to go into this match. I really want to win this. I didn't have the most time this week. Hopefully next week I get more time because I'm going up against next week. But we not think about next week. We still got to win this week. And, you know, this is the team bringing double Scarfers. We're going to hopefully really surprise them with that Choice Scarf Sylveon because we got Choice Scarf Greninja, we got Protect and Toxic on it. So that is going to be all from me today, guys. If you guys did enjoy today's team build, please leave a like rating down below. If you're feeling like an absolute legend, then go ahead and give it a share because sharing is caring. But other than that, I'll smell you later.